LeBird, also known as Lady She of Hot Mic with Lady She podcast. I'm excited on this afternoon. First, I want a big shout out to Chase Money the brand, my sponsor for today's episode. I'm super excited for our special guest. Huge shout out to Chase Money Butter from the Heights. This is a Heights World situation, so of course he's sponsoring this episode with Coach Newt. Um, I'm just actually gonna bring him in because it is now exactly 12 o'clock. But y'all show him love. Punching Hot Mic with Lady She podcast on my YouTube channel. And if you follow me on Facebook, you could come and join our live, make your comments, share this video, share the YouTube channel, and make sure you go out and support our youth from Hempstead, Long Island. Let's welcome in Coach Keith Newton.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, sir?
Finally here.
Right, we did it. We finally here. We are absolutely in the building. Once again, thank you so much for coming on. I know we've never physically met, but I know about your squad. I know y'all doing big things with the kids. I done had a few people hit me up trying to get me to get my little guy on there, but I'm a scary mommy. I'm one of those scary moms. I don't know what I want to do, but listen, we gotta let our kids try out new things. So maybe we'll see you this year. We gotta see what we looking like. My husband would like for him to play, but I'm on the fence. But if you like, yeah, for sure. Oh, big shout out to B minus too. He always hit me like, bring Elijah down here.
That's our number one recruiter, man.
Yeah, for sure. He goes in. He in the DMs and the inboxes. That's a fact.
Shout out to B. Shout out to B.
That's good.
He's definitely our number one recruiter.
For sure. Him and Shati. Shout out to them, the newly married couples and things. We doing it out there in Hempstead. That's a fact. All right. So just introduce yourself as you see fit, and then we'll just go in.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Coach Newt. Owner of Hempstead Raiders. I've been running the program for the last 5 years. I started it back in 2016, and then we launched it in 2017. So I would say over the last 5 years, I met a lot of kids, interesting kids. I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons why I did start this because I wanted to get back to the community. I wanted some change for our kids. Right. I know what it's like, coming up as a teenager in Hempstead. We had a lot of things to do, such as play basketball. We had arcades, movie theaters. We had a lot of different things we could do. So what I'm seeing now with our kids today is that a lot of them are in the house playing the video games, not really making friends. The social aspect is going down because they all in the house. Parents is afraid to let them outside. Right. Because of the things that's going on with the balance and stuff and stuff like that. So we looked at sports as an opportunity to build some brotherhood and get these kids friendships going and having a little social life to go with it.
Absolutely. Listen, we appreciate you for that. That's a fact. So now, all right, you're from Hempstead, Long Island. Give us a little background, your education. I'm super impressed. I love. Listen, everybody who know me know I got a heart for our men. So when I see y'all educating yourselves and y'all jumping out there like owning football leagues, like it's a big deal for me. So just share your background. Excuse me. Your growing up situation.
I'm a proud graduate of Hempstead High. They talk so much junk about our school and a lot of people as far as graduation rates being low. So I'm proud to say I'm a graduate of Hempstead High School. I went to National Community College, got my associate's degree there. I graduated in 2013. Now, don't get it twisted, it wasn't always great. I started out at Nassau, ended up on academic probation. So I ended up dropping out of school for a while. But then when I decided to go back, get my degree, got everything done, and by 2013, then I enrolled in Farmingdale State in 2013, school. And then finished that in 2 years. And then I went for my master's in 2015, and I for human resource management, and I graduated in 2018 from Southern New Hampshire University.
Awesome. All right, so I gotta be nosy. So what happened at Nassau that you? What happened?
What happened? Fresh out of high school, still thinking, still running the streets, trying to have fun, and wasn't really thinking about school. Like school was like a waste of time. I was just basically going for the checks.
Right.
They giving you $4 or $5 for a class, and it only costs 2,000. So I'm taking the checks and doing
Doing you.
whatever.
All right. So now your growing up situation, like, I always try to make reference. People who are not from Hempstead don't always understand the dynamics. When I say, no, I'm from Terrace, no, he's from the Heights, or no, I'm from TA, he's from such and such. They like, what does that mean? Like, explain, like, how your growing up situation was. I know you had siblings, your mom, your mother was a single parent. Like, explain like the dynamics, that because something had to push you to be like, yo, let me go get my education. Because a lot of
Yeah,
us from here just don't.
yeah, nah, that's true. Because my mom's always been hard on all of us when it came to education. Like
Mm-hmm.
because I got three younger siblings on my mother's side, and on my father's side is my pops is a Rolling Stone, so he got a million kids.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, with my mom, she didn't play that. Like I was a little nervous coming as a kid. Like she actually threatened me, like if you ain't doing right in school, I'm sending you to private school. So she wasn't really jacking Hempstead High in the beginning.
Right, right.
But when I went in there, the first year I tricked her though. The first year I did great, honor
Mm-hmm.
roll, doing what I was supposed to do. Then the second year I started tripping once she took the foot off the gas a little bit. But I
Mm-hmm.
always made sure that I was gonna graduate. I always told my mom I was gonna graduate high school at least. You know,
Okay.
and that's what I did. As far as like when it comes to she's the biggest motivation though for
Right.
why I kind of like started this league because me coming up with a single parent household, I know how tough it is. So
Right.
a lot of the single mothers that I deal with in the football program, I kind of have like a sore spot for them based on the way I grew up.
Right. So did your mother finish school, or how was it more of a thing of like, listen, I got these kids, I'm gonna make sure they got a better life than I have. They got more options than I have. Was that kind of like her push, to make
Well,
sure you finish?
well, she got her GED, but she didn't get a GED till like after I kind of like I think like around 21, 22 is when she went and got a degree. I mean
Mm-hmm.
her GED and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, she definitely grew up hard, but she always wanted to make sure we kind of had it easy, you
Right,
know.
right, right, right. All right, I love that. I love that. All right, so now you got these kids out here, what I'm saying, explaining to them that they have options. They take on this academics and, do what they're supposed to do. What's the mentor inside of it, and who all is helping you? Are these like people that you grew up with? These your day ones? Like, what's the dynamics of the team?
Yeah, most of the coaches, like literally all the coaches that I have out there, is like they my brothers, man. These are dudes that I grew up with, all from the Hikes. Fortunately, they call the Raiders program the Hikes World Raiders.
That's dope.
But we did try to get other people from other sides to come out and coach. We
Hmm.
still doing that now. We still need coaches, so
Okay,
uh,
let's put that out there.
definitely reach out to me.
Okay.
Cause we need coaches. But yeah, basically my brothers, man, they came out and they helped. They've been there since day one. Like honestly, without them, this program really don't go far. I'm just the mind behind it, but
Right.
I need them because they're the ones who really in the fire,
Hmm.
really putting that work in and helping these kids out. Like we do a lot. Like
Hmm.
we go pick up kids. Parents need our help with anything. We try our best to make it happen. Like I tell you, like the first year, one of my coach's cars was so twisted and dirty from mud and all that from picking up kids every day. Like, so we committed.
Right.
You know,
Right. So now it's a team of y'all. Is it more like, how can I explain? The parents, it's like, so most of the people on your team, the coaches or whatever, do they have their children involved as well? Like, how is that whole dynamic? And what's one of the craziest things that's happened? Like, like you'll hear horror stories like, a kid that was really, really good, but he couldn't finish the program because maybe the finances from the mother, or he ended up getting in trouble and now he can't finish. Like, have you had to deal with stuff like that?
yeah. Well, honestly, we deal with that stuff on a regular basis, but I don't let that be the reason why a kid can't participate. Like to me, those are weak excuses because a
Say
monetary
that.
thing you can figure that out.
Right.
Money. I never let money be the reason why we don't take kids in. Honestly, we have issues with parents when we tell them we're gonna take care of the kid. All we need you to do is just give us birth certificates or something so we can make sure we get the kid registered
Right.
properly. But we go through hell trying to do that.
Wow.
So we
Yeah.
we we definitely we definitely don't turn no kids away. We take everybody. So,
So now, first of all, explain how you even started it, because in my brain, because it's not my world, I'm like, yo, like what he had to do for funding, like to start this thing, like how does this situation go? Like how you just wake up like, yo, I'm gonna just start a team, let's do it. Like how does
yeah,
I need you to explain like
yeah.
step by step, what did you do?
It was honestly, it was on my mind for a while because when I first got into youth football, like my little brother was playing, who was actually one of my coaches today.
Nice.
So he started out, he was playing with the Tigers, and I was coaching the 9 and 10-year-old age group. So I always been interested in trying to, help with uniforms and stuff like. So years ago when he was playing, probably like what is it, 10, 12 years ago he was playing, I tried to bring this book that I had and had uniforms. So I was trying to improve the Tigers uniforms at the time when I was with them or whatever. But I got pushed to the side, more or less. I'm just being nice about it. So I just fell back for a while, still supported, went out, watched games. But then it just started hitting me like, all right, I want to start my own team. And then it's like after having a conversation, shout out to Big Bro Woo, because me and
Oh,
him, me
shout
and
out to
him was
Woo.
doing a lot. We doing a lot of conversations because we was neighbors. We doing a lot of conversation about trying to come up with nicknames and trying to figure out what what nickname we was going to use, whether it was going to be Raiders, Bears, Panthers. We had a lot of names we was deciding through. So when we decided to go with Raiders, it just like from that moment on, I started reaching out to the league that we ultimately was in to try to figure out what I need to do to enter their league. Like what were some of the steps that I need to follow to get my program in the league.
Right, right,
So
right.
once he gave me the blueprint, I took it a step further. That's when I started finding out I could make it a nonprofit organization. I get tax exempt. So that's when I
Right.
started putting the paperwork in for that.
Okay, nice. So was that like a struggle, or that was just smooth sailing because you just put the paperwork in, they see you serious about it, and good luck?
No, that was easy. I would say the most challenging part to this was finding the field, was getting the field. Now I always tell people, had I tried to get the field first, I probably wouldn't have started the program because that was actually the most challenging.
Wow.
Yeah, everything else like buying equipment, starting the program, getting the rights to the name, making it 501c3 non-profit organization, taxes in, all that was the easy part.
Right.
It was getting the field, and you would think I would thought the field would have been easier because we got 6 parks in Hempstead, but that was the most
Facts.
challenging part.
Wowzers. You know, oh Lord help us. Nah, it's just bad. We gotta do better than what we're doing. That's all I know. You know what I mean? Like the more and more I have people come on here from Hempstead, I'm just like, bruh,
Now we definitely gotta do better.
we
We
gotta do
definitely.
better. Like, and I just feel like I'm praying, and my hopes, and the reason why I'm doing this with this platform, because I really want people to understand and be educated on the stuff that is going on. So maybe the right people can hear, and
Yep.
come to aid or help or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like, programs like this, basketball, all these other things, parents need to have access to it. They shouldn't feel like, yo, I don't have the money or I have that. And now they know like, oh, Coach Newt might be able to help my kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I want them to have more options than I did, or maybe, my background is not that great. I might not be the smartest parent, but I know my kid could throw a ball. So let me
Yep.
reach out to Coach Newt because he just said that, what I'm saying, gonna be no kids left behind. So that's what this platform is for. I'm hoping that, it can help in some type of way or connect the dots, with the community. But what else you have going on connected to the organization, that you may want funding for or need help with? Let me go back. Matter of fact, you said when you were dealing with the Tigers or the other organization that you started trying to do uniforms. What does that mean? Like you wanted
Well, I
to
was just no,
purchase
I had
uniforms?
well, I wanted to help with that process. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things was I had found like a book or whatever that had uniforms, and at that time it was like nice uniforms and stuff like that. So we was trying to. I wanted to see if I could make some changes, to
Yeah.
the program. Get away from some of the old things and come into the new school era. Because at the end of the day, these parents today they want to look good. They want their kids to look
Right.
good.
Right.
So we pride ourselves on the nice uniforms so these kids can look good. I mean, a lot of these kids they look forward to that, seeing the
Mm-hmm.
uniforms and stuff like that. So it's all about them. So you gotta have them in mind when you put things together, such as uniforms, and you designing these type of things. You designing it with the kid in mind. Like when he see this, he gonna be excited. Like,
You'll be
yeah, I can't wait
proud.
to get my uniform.
All right, that's a fact. That's a fact. You look good. You know what I'm saying? You look good, you
Play
feel
good.
good. That's how
Yep,
that goes.
exactly.
That's not even just words. You know what I mean? So that's dope. All right. So now, are you looking to have other programs, or what else is to come from this particular football league? I know you're looking for
Honestly, I
coaches.
mean, people been on. I've been having a couple people want me to like get into basketball and stuff like that, but I really don't want to step on no more toes. I think football was enough for me. Over the things that I had to do over the last 3 to 4 years with this football program is like
Hmm.
I don't really want to dive into all the sports. But my major goal was to actually try to build like a tutoring program off the sports program, like
Love
using
it.
the sports platform to try to do something from an educational perspective. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, you need help with that. Well, let me know. I get some
I
people
got
in
you.
mind to help the kids. Like, I got a heart for the kids, man. We got to do better by our kids. There's so much going on, beyond the shooting and all this other stuff. We got some kids
Yeah.
that got a lot of good sense. You know what I'm saying? They just need to be tapped into and shown some love. You know what I'm saying? To bring that out of them. So, all right, tutoring. That's a big deal. So now, what goes on when it comes to the parents? Listen, I coached track and for some years, I was secretary on the board. I had to deal with parents. It was a lot, bro. Like, how do you deal with the parents who feel like they know more than you, or they feel like, who are you to be trying to coach my kids when I was the athlete when I was in high school? I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you
I,
navigate with that and not hurt the child?
honestly, for me, it's all about your approach. I feel like you can if you approach said parent or whatever with respect, with the right mindset, you could kind of get through them. Like if you come with a level of aggression, then you got to expect aggression back.
Right, right,
Like for
right.
me, I pride myself on respect, so it's like I give everybody respect, whether the person is 3 years old, the person is 89, 99,
Right,
whatever. It's just I give them the same respect level. So I feel like if you able to kind of have that conversation with parents, because a lot of times I like to pull parents to the side if some of them are like that, how you explain, pull them to the side and kind of have a conversation with them, give them an understanding on what we're trying to do and
right,
what we're trying to accomplish here with your child.
right. So now, I'm like, it's horrible. I didn't realize that last time. Okay. Yeah. So now, all right, you speaking basically about like having a particular rapport and, respect is given, respect is required type situation. So now, if would you be interested in venturing off to do a whole other league, with other people? Or is this a thing where you like, we good, we rocking out, this is what it is, we just need coaches right now?
No, no. I mean, I've been approached. I mean, as most of recent, I've been approached to kind of be a vice president of a new league that someone was trying to put together. But I turned it down because really, I don't really care for titles. I really want to just focus on my program.
Love
Like
it.
after we got out of this whole COVID thing, it's like I want to get back to rebranding and getting the program back to where it once was.
Okay. All right. So you saying getting it back to where it once was. So right now we definitely looking to add more numbers,
Yes,
to the team right now. Add more numbers to
yes,
the team and in reference to the coaching staff as well.
yes.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So now how are you navigating doing this? And, I wanted you to tap into, your current job because I feel like that's really important as well.
Whew. Yeah, it's been tough since taking on this new manager role. 'Cause I took over the manager role at my program in 2020 of July, so
Mhm.
right in the heart of my football season. So trying
Right.
to that's why I actually backed off from coaching this year because it was too much with the having to be extremely flexible with my position because I'm working with individuals who need my support 24/7.
Explain to them
So
what you do.
I'm in the mental health field. I work with family residents, central enterprises. Like I'm supervisor of a group home, so I deal with guys who are intellectually disabled. That's the
Mhm.
new terminology, y'all. Stop, gotta get away from retarded.
All
So
right. Yeah, please get
so
away from that.
intellectual disabled. So I actually been in that field for 10 years now, but it's always been a
Wow.
second job. I would say the last 2 years has been a full time for me, and that's when I've been in the management the last two
Right.
years. So
So what
other than
made
that,
you
it's
get
always
into
been a second
that?
job.
Oh, it's always been a second job. But what made you
No,
get into that?
honestly, I was put on by a neighbor who used to live next door to me. But then once I got into the field, I just loved it. Working with these guys because they have a unique they have a unique skill set that people wouldn't understand who don't work with them.
Right.
So so it just I always loved it, but I always kept it as a second job. But then once I left Cablevision in 2019, that's when I decided to start taking it serious, taking it as a career move.
Wow, that's dope. Listen, oh Lord, I don't know if this is a sign for me or not, but I have an autistic. My son is 20 years old now. He's
Okay.
autistic, and I was thinking about something like that. He keep giving me little hints of wanting to be on his own and all this other kind of talk, but I'm not hands-on mom, so it's a little hard. So I don't know if you working there is a sign for me to let him go. I don't know what that. I don't know what's happening right now. I
Well,
honestly
I mean
don't.
the league. I mean the agency I work for. They definitely have some supremely high end individuals, man. I mean these
Hmm.
guys is very smart,
Yeah, yeah.
so they know their stuff. I mean I actually wanted to start an agency. Like I was in the process of putting the paperwork through and everything, but when I contacted OPWDD, they wasn't
OPWDD.
accepting no more applications,
Ooh, they
so
horrible.
I pulled
Oh,
back.
them people they gotta do better than what they doing as well, man. Like this is crazy. This is crazy. One entity, everybody go through this one funnel is a problem,
Yeah,
man. They
it's a
gotta
headache.
do better. It's an issue for sure. So now when it comes to, you're looking for coaches, you're looking to, get more kids involved. How does that really look besides, B minus out there going hard in the
Now
DMs? What does
we
that look like?
we use social network platform as well.
Okay.
Promote we just had some flyers created like with some nice hard card paper. We paid the money to get that done to get a more
Okay.
professional look.
Right.
Um, my whole thing is about the program just being pretty. Everything we're doing is about being pretty. Like from
Mm,
whether it's flyers to uniforms to even how we do a fundraiser. I want the sign to be pretty.
right,
So we
right,
just
right.
it's all about being it's all about the presentation with me.
The facts, the facts. So now fundraising, what is that looking for? What is that looking like for y'all this year? For the kids,
Well, we
or what
haven't
can
really
we help?
started.
What can we help with?
We've been putting things together now, trying to figure out some things we want to do. Fundraising has always been a struggle, because with having this program, a lot of people still is not accepting of it, so they don't really support fundraising as much as possible. So like I would want to, when you're dealing with these kids, it's all about the kids. So you would think you want to support and to help the kids,
Automatically,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but it don't be like that. It's still a
So,
challenge with fundraising. I mean, some of the things I try to think of now to work around the people that don't support as much, but still be able to get some financial support for these kids. So
mhm.
I mean, right now I'm probably working on the PlayStation 5. That might be the next fundraiser we coming up with, raffling over PlayStation 5.
Okay, so you more when you say fundraising, you do more like fun raffles and things,
Yeah,
because
well, you have to try to work around the lack of support you get, more or
right, because I know Woo be cooking, so I'm just saying fundraising could be
less.
some dinners being sold. I'm serious.
They had the
You gotta use the gifts
I
you
10U
have.
team. Yeah, I 10U team was doing a fish fry and stuff like that because they was trying to go national, so they were trying to get some support for that. And that's frustrating because it's like while they're trying to raise some money to travel to travel in different states to compete in football, it's like we need the support, yeah, and the support wasn't there as if like we needed it. Like they got the support, but they should have made a lot more based
Right.
on the situation that was at hand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because with fundraising is very funny. You got to be creative. You know what I'm saying? You got to sometimes call people out, you know what I'm saying, for what it
Yeah.
is. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Your kid been on the team for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to call you out there, but, this is a wash. You scratch my back, I scratch yours type
Yep.
situation. So I can't be helping you making sure your kid is good, getting what they need on the team, but you can't even go sell a sandwich. Like,
Exactly.
sometimes we don't want to, push people to do the right thing by their own kids. And you just kind of have to, because then you'll be losing. And that it's not just about that one particular child. It's the
Mm-hmm.
overall organization that you don't want to get a bad name or be looked at a certain way when you are trying to, push the envelope for these kids. So, you know what
That's
I'm
a
saying? If
fact.
anybody listening, y'all have creative ideas for them to do fundraisers or whatever the case may be, hit up Coach Newt, give me an email. I have Keith N18 at gmail.com. Hit him
That's
up.
correct.
For social media, we have, what's the social media?
Paper Chaser Newt, and then you got Hempstead Raiders YFL.
Yes, Hempstead Raiders YFL. Hit his DM, hit his inbox, anything. You guys have ideas for fundraising, or if you just want to sponsor, sponsor a child, sponsor
Yeah,
somebody, or what I'm saying, hit up some coaches who can help these kids out. What I'm saying, so we can keep them off the streets, keep them in line to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta help, help,
yeah,
help the folks. Help the folks. That's what
exactly.
this
It
platform
takes a
is for.
community.
That's a
It
fact.
takes a
That's a
village to
fact. It
raise these
takes a
kids.
village. That is absolutely not just words. I think people, we say it as a cliche, but we don't really, really get it. And, the other thing is with the tutoring, what I'm saying, even with that, hit some people up. What I'm saying? There's other programs that we've had up here. I have Flex come up here. Y'all can
Yep.
connect. Everybody's from Hempstead.
Lost it.